burn brothers up, take you out. But and we don't realize that. You know, you can't say nothing bad.
You gotta watch what you say.
You gotta watch what you say.
You gotta watch.
That's the best way to put it. Watch what you say, man. Because the Most High's not playing, man. We at the end of this thing, and you know, we all don't deserve life. We deserve death. You know, but don't put the goddamn knife to your throat. You know, don't try to provoke the Lord, man. You know,
you gotta walk away from the knife. You walking towards it.
You walking towards it. You know, you can't put. Don't walk into a what they call one of those executioners with a firing squad when you see them shooting
right.
and you walking right in it. Don't do. You actually ain't gonna put yourself. You don't go get hit. You tempted the Lord. You know.
Hey, and another thing too is when Satan fucks with you, because trust me, Satan's fucked with me plenty of times, you know. So when he fucks with you, when he starts changing your mind, they're very, very subtle. You know, you're not going to usually change just overnight. You know, because that'd be so big of a difference that even your brothers could be like, hey, brother, you know, yo, you like went completely 360. You know, it'll be subtle, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. So then, that's when you realize, if you do realize it, that you know you've been going hell off. Like on a carnal level, like I remember when I was younger, I used to always, you know, play basketball. And I could dunk, and I always could easily jump up. And even when I got to 25, I was like, why can't I dunk anymore? You know, I'm thinking it's in my head, you know, man, whatever. You know, I need to lose a couple pounds. And in my head, I really think that I still could get up there and dunk like I could. But the small little subtle changes that my body made, you know, a little tiny little nagging little life problem issue with my knee that's not injured, but a little tiny little problem. It like I think like, oh, it's gonna go over. I'm gonna be able to come back again. But it was a little tiny little subtle to where now I barely, you know, can graze the rim anymore.
Little leaven the whole lump. A little leaven the whole lump. Hey, don't. Yeah. Watch what you say and don't tempt.
Watch
the
what
Lord,
you think
man.
too.
Yeah, what you think. Oh, hey, didn't Yahushua said that? Didn't he say that in Matthew? I think he did. Somebody can find.
Because thoughts manifest themselves. Thoughts become things. If you let's say if you think, for instance, you think let's say you think you have a negative thought about, let's say, the apostles. Now you have never said it, you just have a negative thought. You know, how the mind works is the mind looks for, you know, evidence to confirm those beliefs. So really, you know, it's called confirmation bias. You start, let's say you start thinking about the apostles a certain way. You know, oh, they got a motorcycle gang jacket, or they did this, and Apostle Ricard didn't wipe his nose, and Elder Rhymelob, you know, he sneezed.
He didn't wash his hands.
Right.
When he sneezed, honey.
Right. Right. Elder Sakaran, he pronounced the Hebrew word wrong, or he quoted the wrong. What's the name? When you start looking for little tiny little stuff like that,
that's a demon.
You know, right, that's a demon manifesting itself.
Hey,
especially if you know that they know better, and it was just a slip of the tongue, and you trying to capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, that's being a demon, man. Like the brother said, you gotta watch those thoughts, man. Keep them in control.
When you at work, you know, for those especially who have, you know, worked in, because I've worked in corporate America for a very, very short time. I was way at the fucking bottom. They didn't lock my ass up. But along that ladder, you got people that'll tell on you to the boss you about bad stuff that you do. Like, hey, you know, he doing this. You know, he always late. You know, that's because you want to get a position that they're at, hoping that the boss promotes you to that position. So you be like, oh, he's always late. He's always doing this. I always got to do that. So you always running behind your coworker's back and tell them all the negative stuff that he does, but always saying all the good stuff that you do, which is called ass kissing.
Can you finish that? 30.
I got a precept. Yeah, this is about the thought. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 63. Surely he knoweth your inventions and what ye think in your hearts. Yeah. Even them that sin and would hide their sin.
So the Lord knows what you're thinking 24/7, man. Because you have wicked thoughts. I was laying down in my bed one day. Satan came up. He was like, "You'll eat a mite." I was like, wait a second. I'm dead serious. I was laying down in bed. I was either watching a movie or a video, and he said, "You'll eat a mite." I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? It took me off guard. I was about to go to sleep and shit. Satan would do that. Where you gotta rebuke them thoughts and name me how about Shimmy Al-Shai. Cause he'd come with some sideways shit to the brothers. He'd do some shit, man. Satan is an asshole, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's an asshole. And he'd keep coming. He'd keep coming sideways, man. He will come sideways all the time. He'd come whoop. He'd slide in. You would just be chilling, just bah. That's when he come most of the time when you just chilling.
Yeah.
He'd throw a fiery dart in your head.
Hey,
shit.
That quote, the idle mind is a devil's playground.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. That's why I'm about to say that, because that's when you had that time and space when you was just thinking of every random goddamn thought.
Yeah.
That's why I say meditate the scriptures day and night, because you got to, because that's the opening for Satan. Then we got Satan coming over not. See, that's the whole thing about this now, man.
How y'all
So
doing,
a mile away.
All right.
That shit a mile away. You know, so you dealing with spirits, man, that's constantly everywhere, all day, everywhere. That's ready to pounce on you any second. That's why the Most High, you know, he keeps us. He said you got to stay busy in this thing, man. If you just testing yourself, you know what I mean, just a little test. You got to test on the line. You know, you call up a brother. That's why he said you got to be sharp, be with the brother. Throw a scripture out there, brothers. Look it up. You know what I mean. Keep your mind working. You know,
hey, because also you like going to watch what you think, you know, because like I'm sure a lot of you seen like, you know, the hypnotist who, you know, like hypnotize somebody, you know, like on like a basic level, but you got hypnotists who are, you get paid multi-million-dollars to implement these same tactics in, you know, your everyday television. You know, they put that shit everywhere, you know, because the whole thing they want to do is to get you off, you know. But also, I remember reading somewhere they said there's some people you can't hypnotize, you know, which I wouldn't be surprised because you can't deceive the elect.
That's right.
You know, the elect can't be deceived, you know. So to me, I was like, man, I can receive that, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I hear what you're saying.
There's a video on YouTube. It's by a guy named Stuart Swirlo, and it's an interview with a guy named David Icke, and he said that basically they were trying to do they were testing people, kidnapping people, and doing mind control on them, and they found out that the easiest people to manipulate and do mind control on was people of blonde hair and blue eyes, or people of red hair and green eyes. You know that basically it's hard to put mind control or manipulate Jakes.
Somebody with faith.
Like
Somebody with faith can't be manipulated.
they got this one thing Esau is like, he can make you lose your belief in God. He'll fucking hit you with like some machine or some shit. But I wouldn't doubt if he tried that on the elect, and that shit won't work. Esau, you gotta come up with something better. Anything you come up with ain't gonna fucking work, man. Because the elect not gonna be deceived, because the spirit is on them.
Satan is a deceiver. He's always out there.
Finish that up.
This is Ezekiel. I'll start halfway in verse 9. Chapter 14, about the half point of verse 9. It says, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. Verse 10. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishments of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
So that prophet that is deceived is gonna get punished, man. That's speaking deceitful. Why you just standing in the street? The prophet that speaks deceitful things is gonna get fucked up. Can you get that? Yeah, Deuteronomy.
Alright, this is Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, your power, proveth you to know whether you love Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, your power, with all your heart and with all your soul.
Read it again, Salaki. I was distracted.
Deuteronomy chapter 13, verse 3. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your power proveth you, to know whether to know whether you love Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your power, with all your heart and with all your soul.
So that prophet that's speaking deceitful and evil things, don't listen to him, man. That's why the apostles say don't speak to Fallout. Cause shit, that's gonna fuck you up, man. Them demons will get on you. That they thinking the same shit that demon's thinking, and them demons gonna hop on you at the same time. It's gonna be like, you know how you transfer shit from a phone to another phone. So it's gonna be them demons gonna transfer to your ass. Can you get that? Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 33. Either make the tree good and its fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and its fruit corrupt. For the tree is known by its fruit. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things.
So, if you're an evil person, if you're an evil person, man, you're not gonna be speaking good things. You're gonna be speaking against the elders. You're gonna be talking about a baby can. Oh my God. How can a baby be on the same level as a grown man?
That'd be the funniest fight on earth.
Yeah, hell
like
yeah.
A baby dropping an old man.
A baby.
Baby Huey.
Yeah, babes being on the same. I seen that. I didn't know that was the title. And when I seen that title,
It's just not possible.
It's not. It's literally impossible.
Spiritually impossible and physically impossible.
A baby cannot be on the same level with a grown man.
Yeah, just because they're going to receive the same reward does not mean they're still going to be on the same level. Because when we get in the kingdom, as you know, there's going to be order. So, yeah.
That penny is salvation too. So you have to mention that. It's salvation.
Right.
Put it like this: if the Most High wanted you to be on the elders level, He would have made you an elder. it's just that simple.
You've been born like 20 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, you'd have been born at the same time as the apostles and the elders. Shit, I was in the spirit world, man, when the apostles and the elders was pushing the truth. I was up there sitting or chilling, whatever the hell I was doing in the spirit world. I was in peace. But who the fuck am I to say anything against the apostles and elders, man? I'm a baby, man. 1-year-old baby ain't gonna say something to a grown ass 30-year-old man talking shit. You ever see a 1-year-old talking shit to a grown ass man? That's a badass kid, man. Exactly. Or a 3. If you see a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old talking shit to a grown ass, talking to a grown ass man. Unruly, undisciplined child, man. That's
well, the scripture says that. The scripture says that the babes have boasted themselves against the elderly in Isaiah.
This is Luke 11:24. When the unclean spirit is going out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and findeth none. He saith, I will return unto the house whence I came out of. Because when we come into this truth, we come with demons all over. When we step into this truth, you know, they pop right off. The Lord give us mercy and pop them off. You know what I mean? So we clean. Now we clean. We come in here refreshed into this thing because we done learned we learned the order. We learned protocol. We learned the foundation of this whole thing. Because what we learn first really is the foundation of this thing, which is order. So you learn that you have to do this, the color scriptures, blah blah blah, penguin with precepts. Start eating a little bit of meat. You know what I mean? Because a little bit of meat is good, sweet flavor. And then we go in. So it says when an unclean spirit is going out of a man, you know, and he walketh in the dry places seeking rest, and findeth none. He said, I will return. So after that, he said, I will come. He said, after a minute, he said, I will return. So I'm gonna go back and just check on to see if that my house is getting the host I was in was getting a little filthy, you know, picking a little dust up. I'm gonna go see it. He says, and when he cometh, Oh no, let's see like it says, I will return until